there was a draft where it showed up in Asian games. I'm going to revisit that.
So
give me a moment.
this weekend, but that's outside of
MPL.
the traditional MLBB esports calendar.
Yeah.
Aurora Hunters played
Aurora
it.
Hunters.
Yeah.
And look how perfect it is. It's Aurora Gaming PH who takes it out.
Yeah. Ooh.
What was it up against? What was the Leslie up against?
Actually, Aurora Hunters played it against Team Liquid Philippines. It lost, but
Okay.
it was up against a Lapu-Lapu, Gatot, a Claude, Farce, and a Frederick.
Okay, so it was up against the Claude matchup.
2 out of 5 the same heroes.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it. Leslie was not on my bingo card for game 3, day 1 here. But I love to see the changes happening in the gold lane. So Leslie comes into play in game 3. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. Final game for this epic rivalry between TLPH and Aurora.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how much of a menace Leslie is going up against her in our ranked games. Even though you know how or what you want to do to avoid making the most out of the kit of the Leslie, proccing those 2 really strong enhanced true damage basic attacks, it just hurts. And if it's a really good Leslie player, there's only so much that you can do. That's why you get the 2 roamers now in the gold lane to start.
Yeah, she's also relatively immobile.
Yeah.
Kind of telegraph where she wants to be, where she has to be, even with the Master of Camouflage. Daiki put down to 1/10 of his health, forcing an early revitalize from JP.
So everybody probably watching this at some point has played against a Leslie. And you know how difficult that lane is in the gold lane to be able to, and again, like Renmar mentioned, that's why you got the roams there. So I'm really looking at how Daiki's going to be able to go ahead and transition on this carry who's already, like we mentioned,
It's not an easy lane out to begin with.
the lane itself is not in your favor, but then even the team fights, like the disadvantage that you have with the range, of course,
Where do I go?
is, and that's the difficult part here. So Domenkite, on the other hand, is literally just going to continue to scale up and then just be taking people down, you know, a quarter of their health to half their health. Unless this, he flickers out.
That is a charged Queller to the face of Domenkite. All right. Safe to say, Carl TZ knows what he's up against. Again, it helps that the SEABO qualifiers saw a Liquid matchup against the Leslie just a few days ago.
Yeah. So maybe I wonder if that's Liquid now feeding Daiki information. No, do this. Okay, no, we gotta do this. We already went up against it and won.
Okay, with this, they're going to transition now up to the objective. Turtles up. Positioning right now for Aurora to go ahead and take advantage of. This is also the fact that they have a feathered airstrike on their side. Light not level 4 yet, but still that wall is going to be tough to deal with, that rampart. They're going to fight for this half health on the turtle, though.
Feathered airstrike coming in from US, able to put up enough of a defense to take down JP.
Oh!
Carl TZ gets in there, takes the Lord. Demonkite gets quelled here. And now Carl TZ just wailing away. In immortality form, Edward in trouble! Katon gets taken down by Carl TZ.
Now this is the problem for Aurora. Because of the 2 roamers going into the gold lane to support their gold laners, that left the Suyo and the Leomore to farm up. That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But again, Carl TZ will continue to be aggressive because he only has to worry about the Farsa. The rest of the high damage of Aurora comes from physical, something that, of course, Suyo still has defense against.
Yeah, Suyo still, again, the mobility of this hero is really what shines for a lot of the team compositions that play with it. And like I was saying before that turtle broke out, one of the main things I was missing there was having that tech charge available on the Grok. So they lose out to the turtle. They're not too far behind at all, right? They're still in a pretty good, even position on both sides. But I would say even so, for Daiki at least, he's in a little bit more fighting position to deal with Domenkite. He's just, again, got to play this lane correctly and farm up the way he needs to. Now, on that note, with Light being level 4 now, you can expect him to go ahead and try to set things up potentially. JP more so is on this kind of like, I'm going to babysit the lane if I have to. If I've got to go ahead and jump in or get that unbreakable taunt off, then that's great. I'm more of a peeler right now for this because TLPH's lineup has to scale up.
Yeah. So it's tough for Domenkite to be aggressive knowing that JP could show up at any time. And at the same time, Daiki is now in an even better position to be aggressive. Yes, ultimately the bigger chunks of damage comes out from Domenkite. But if Domenkite's not careful, he's not going to be able to maximize the passive. Meaning that after chunking down the carry low, the carry pops up ultimate, has to flicker to dash forward, and Domenkite can just get burned down.
I missed this.
Yeah.
The younger Uchiha, just a much faster farmer than Leomord.
How much ahead he is right now, too. So
Two
Turtle's
levels.
up 2 levels. That's a big advantage right now against Demon Kite to deal with. Again, space crucial here. Daiki can get spotted out by Demon Kite on that extra brush here with this dangerous grass map. So still taking their time with it, though, just because they know they have to watch out for the initiation.
Crimson Beacon by Sanji, the answer. Pattern Seed from Demon Kite. Down goes Light, the answer. Better airstrike. And still Liquid put their foot down. Demon Kite taking down Sanford. And Carl Deasy once again 2 for 2 on that turtle. Now Edward flickering on back. Carl Deasy comes through. On once more. Down goes Edward. Carl Deasy calling the shots. Demon Kite takes down Yue. And now attempting Grand Theft Purple. Demon Kite still has the retribution. Oh, that's the momentum plus the retribution secures his own.
Yeah. Demon Kite gets his own buff. Liquid, great handling of the fights. Carl Deasy, you see the gears turning in his head of timing the entry. And it was also a good thing that Liquid was the one that initiated that, because Light was in a perfect position to surprise.
Demon Kite 2v1 gets punished. Sanford, huge.
Big pickup there. That's what they needed. I think still, if you look at this, you're going to have to kind of deal with Demon Kite sitting on 2 kills now with the Leslie. And it'll be interesting to see what build path he goes here, too, especially for this, going against this kind of composition that TLPH has. But, yeah, right now they've got good early control, almost 2,000 up, kind of just taking their time with the way they approach some of these fights, and just Carl Deasy farming out of his mind on the Suyo. Oh, here's the focus.
Whoa! AOG, even underneath tier 1, you were saying, Joseph.
Hey, he doesn't have a flicker, but he's able to just kind of get out with the camo. So now he's got the support here. Gonna spot out Sanji.
Ultimate snipe.
Yeah, they just want to hold this down.
Feathered airstrike, pushing back Daiki, who wanted to take down that turret. Aurora able to save parts of the map.
Okay, good, folks. Oh, look at the damage coming out of that Leslie. I know for a lot of people that might not seem like a lot, but that's a good, healthy chunk. Daiki now focusing on the turret.
Oh, they're doing their best, their darndest to stop the push, because again, Demon Kite needs the space. He needs this turret to stay.
Yeah. And good thing Light showed up at that time, because they knew that Yue already used a feathered airstrike.
Yeah.
Team Liquid could have just dove under the tower and take down potentially Yue and Demon Kite, or just force out the flickers and get the tower. But with Light showing up, there was a risk that they could have gotten counter tech charge.
Whoa, Edward with a vengeance, another one. The answer, Crimson Beacon by Sanji. And down goes Daiki. Demon Kite pops him. Headshot.
And he used the flicker too, so imagine how much pressure he dealt with, protecting that tier 1 turret. Ends up getting a 3rd kill now for Demon Kite. Fighting for this turtle. Look at the damage on Sanford. Just a couple pokes. They're gonna go in with a charge.
Phantom Seed from a Demon Kite here, helping serve up a kill to Yue. Carl Deasy 3 for 3. Who's gonna stop the goat? JP gets the spell that off of that, but Edward finishes him off. Aurora, despite the turtle getting taken away from them, win the trade.
Oh, he's
with the Leslie.
Demon Kite, almost point blank.
Edward
taking down Carl.
Was that a miss?
Not gonna happen. Edward a little too deep. There was nowhere for him to go unless the flicker's up, though.
Yeah, I think they were trying to look for the trade. Edward probably accepted that he was going to get taken out. That's why he tried to go for the predictive final slash. But Carl Deasy got the sidestep it just in time, man. That was actually a great call by Edward to final slash there, not where Carl Deasy was going.
Crimson Beacon up, putting Demon Kite right underneath Sanford's blade. The shutdown.
Oh, that's exactly what they needed. Finally getting that shutdown on Demon Kite. We'll make something happen here too, and I still have to point out the fact that Demon Kite is so far behind in terms of Carl Deasy. Even in that levels, it's really not the best position to be in, but he can rely on the team to kind of help them stay into this game.
Carl Deasy is in Shippuden, while Demon Kite's still again in.
I don't know the ranks, I'm sorry.
Same. But
Genin
I know
is like
what
episode 1, bro.
Yeah.
Shinobi? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ninja.
I'll go for that.
We know who the Naruto fan is here.
Not me.
Hey, the thing is you kind of forget, because you haven't seen Suyo too much in the previous seasons, just how fast he can farm up. And when you have this kind of lead, look at this, and even his itemization, the way he's building in, it's that finesse on the Suyo that works so well. The ability to farm up and then kind of maneuver in and out of these team fights and find the right amount of damage on the right target.
The earliest I've seen Suyo actually be in demand was in the SEA Games in Thailand. And now he's a real threat, it seems like.
Ooh. Well, Sanford would try to commit the flicker, but oh, okay. So Cartesian was way too far there at that time. Would have been too risky. So now with a 4 level gap still. He's at 14 now. Cartesian, Demon Kite still at 10. The crazy thing is they're fine. US Deathless, his damage hurts. Demon Kite, it hurts, and he debuts to Leslie once again after using her back in MPL Philippines Season 13 playoffs with Menana Evos. I completely forgot about that. Oh, that was the one where they picked the Leslie after the Yuzhong was picked.
Big oof.
Oh yeah, that was I remember that moment. Fight for the Lord though, less than half, quarter of the health here.
Quick dodge and a blitz. Cartesian secures the turtle. Phantom Steed coming in, looking to punish whoever's on Dominic in the back line, but it's too much, too little. Sanji takes down Edward, and even underneath their purple, in comes JP. Dominic takes down Sanford, and Daiki finds revenge on Dominic. Sanji gets a double. The chef finds 2.
And that's unfortunate. He didn't have the flicker anymore, and he gets caught by the AOG. So Aurora on the defense with 2 members, Demon Kite and Light, to defend this bit of a push here to get these holy defensive down before that Lord makes its way down bot.
That's the rough thing about Aurora's Leslie pick. It worked out against them because that left Cartesian free to farm. Because of JP going down to the gold lane, that also called Light down to the gold lane. Meaning that because of the speed between the two, Cartesian will just end up clearing the jungle way faster than Demon Kite.
Unintentional dead lane for Aurora.
Yeah, there was no disruption from Aurora's side to try and stop Cartesian from getting farmed. And there was nothing stopping Cartesian from getting those turtles. He had to work for it, yes, but all 3 went there. And I think Aurora was banking on them winning the turtle fights.
Feather Dare Strike! They're trying to stop this penetration attempt from Liquid down bottom. JP very low, revitalized, keeps him alive. In comes Edward. Final slash displaces him, but JP is still up. Dominic Kite ends him, but a little too forward. Dominic Kite falls, so does Life, and Dominic Kite. Edward traded out for US down, and it's a wipeout. Stampede complete. Liquid have wiped out the M7 World Champions.
And like that, they're going to go into end of the series here with Game 3 under their belt. What a welcome for Daiki and TLPH.
Welcome to the home of champions, where even world champions crumble to the reigning champions of the Philippines. What an opener!